Hello language learners, it's Maddie here again from English with Maddie, and today I am back to have another read aloud in my reading practice series. I wrote an article for this week which is about language change. Now, you may know that I am a professionally trained pastry chef, but you may not know that I studied linguistics in college. I have been interested in language in all of its forms for many, many years. And one of the really fundamental rules about every language is that it will change. If we look at any language throughout time or history, we will be able to notice these changes. Today, I want to dive a little bit deeper into this area of linguistics and talk a little bit more about language change. If you look in the description box down below, you can find a link to the article as well as a listening practice version, which instead of just this article, I'm reading the beginner level today. Instead of just this article, you can find a version that has blank spaces so that as you read and you're listening to me read out loud, you can try to test your listening skills and write down the words you hear in the blank spaces. This is the beginner level article, but if this is seeming too easy, make sure to click that link as well to head over to the English with Maddie website and find some more challenging articles. There will also be study guides for you to help practice things like vocabulary and comprehension questions. Now, on that note, let me read out loud the beginner level text from my language change article. In the last 4 million years, humans have evolved from apes. A little bit at a time, humans changed into the humans we are today. Just like humans, languages change. No, languages didn't begin as apes, but they used to look and sound very different in the past. Modern English is incredibly different from earlier forms of English. Old English was used around 500 AD, and Middle English was used around 1400. When Middle English was spoken, there were many irregular verbs. Today, half of those verbs use a regular ed past tense instead of an irregular conjugation. Why did some words change or evolve and others didn't? Scientists think it is because of frequency of use. Words that are used frequently are more difficult to change since we use them all the time. It is easier for less common words to change or evolve. Languages also change because of new technology and information. Ideas and objects are shared from one culture to another. For example, in English, we use the word sushi, which is borrowed from Japanese to describe the Japanese food. In the past, there was no word for sushi in English. Additionally, we need to make new words for technology. In Middle English, there was no reason to talk about computers or taking selfies. Languages will continue to change in the future. Languages change slowly, but in the future, you might notice some of these changes. So I hope you found this article about language change interesting and a useful study guide. If you are curious to know more about language change or linguistics, I am always so happy to talk about it. I think it is an amazing and fascinating subject. I hope that you could learn so many things from this read aloud of article number 10, language change. If you didn't already, make sure to check out the vocabulary list to increase your vocabulary and to have some sort of starting point of where to study from with this article, especially if you are studying alone. If you have any questions, of course, leave them for me down in the comments. I'm so happy to answer any questions you might have. If you haven't already subscribed to English with Maddie here on YouTube, please take a moment to subscribe down below to make sure you don't miss any future reading practice articles, as well as all of the other series I have here on my channel. It is my goal to help you study English as best I can and to provide as many resources to help you be successful no matter where you are, how you are studying, or what your language level or goals might be. So that is all for today. I hope to see you again very soon for another episode on English with Maddie. Until next time, happy studying!